Hey guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. It is Thursday night, it's in the middle of the night, and it still hasn't started cooling down. And so I figured before the sun comes up again, I'm just gonna record a message to you guys right now. It's been a rough week. We've been having thunderstorms over here in Germany, severe thunderstorms with damaging winds and large sized hail, just like in so many other parts of the world. And it's been so hot and muggy, really humid, a really uncomfortable kind of heat. And it doesn't look like it's gonna let up in the next few days. But hey, what doesn't kill us makes us tougher, right? Work has been kind of challenging too this week because we had an announcement that local management made. So most of you know that I work for a large global company. The German location is the largest one. We have about 500 people working there, and I'm one of the two receptionists. During the pandemic, the CEO at the time, we've had 4 different CEOs in those 5 years that I've worked for the company. One of the CEOs said that everything is fine, the company is doing well throughout the pandemic. And as soon as we got a new CEO, he started saying, well, the numbers are bad and we're going to have to make changes. And so they closed a whole bunch of locations globally, but not the European hub, because we do have a work council. We were told this during an announcement this week. So this week, there was an announcement made by local management after dozens of people had been let go during the past couple of years, or year and a half. It makes no difference. But a whole bunch of people, and even people that had been with the company for decades. And so the local management announced that our headquarters has given orders to local management to decrease the cost for personnel. And so what the work council came up with is an idea with new working hours models, to where, let's say I work 40 hours a week, I can agree to having my work contract rewritten to where I only work 36 hours a week or even 32 hours a week, and I still get 90% of my salary or 80%, depending on how many hours I choose. And so this has been offered. At the same time, we were told, well, the whole thing was announced in the cafeteria, but since I can't leave the reception because, somebody has to be there, I joined through a, Zoom. It was a Zoom meeting. And so I was listening to the whole thing. And so local management also said that they're really glad that our headquarters didn't just come and let people go, which they did. They fired dozens of people, like I said. And so the pressure is increasing. And so I'm feeling it as an empath. When people walk by, they don't even have to look at me, like make eye contact, but I can sense their energy. And so a whole bunch of them that know that I'm the kind of person you can talk to when you have problems or when you need to vent. A whole bunch of them did this week, and it's really sad to watch how so many people are really panicking to lose their job now, because they have house payments, they have car payments, and it's not easy. Some of them have kids. 2 of them I know of have 4 kids, and so they can't just be let go. I mean, in their head. Of course, anything is possible when you just go with the flow in life and you're open for new situations, but a lot of them are not. But after the announcement, we had a team meeting, and my boss, which is the 5th boss in 2 years that I've had, because of circumstances I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what to think anymore because the job's been getting on my nerve anyway. But so in that team meeting, my boss congratulated me on my 5th year with the company, and she thanked me for my services and all of that, and I could sense it didn't even come from the heart. And I wanted to tell her because I've been so miserable with this heat. I have a USB fan with me that at least since I can't cool down the air on the bus or downtown, at least I can circulate it around my face, and that already helps. But at work we have AC, of course, and so I wasn't hot at the time when she said, all of that, and I just wanted to tell her, hey, you don't even mean it. Why don't you just shove it? And then she wanted to hear our opinion on the announcement that had just been made, and I said I'd rather not make a statement because it's going to be emotional and unprofessional. And she said she would still like to hear it, and so I told her, I said I find it effing believable that that headquarters is putting us through this when they're the ones that have been flying across the globe almost non-stop for 2 years now. You guys, I see the emails from travel management, and so I know how much these first class tickets cost and how often executive leadership team flies across the globe. They were just at our location to, make that announcement to our local management that they want for us to cut personnel costs on the 22nd of May. And they're going to be back on the 10th of July when they want an update from local management. There's going to be a survey. Everybody was asked to participate in it and answer questions concerning whether or not they're willing to give up some of their hours in order to cut the personnel costs so that headquarters doesn't decide to let even more people go. And I told my boss, I said, I find that horrific. They should cut the travel costs. That would save the company a whole lot of money. And I gave her a whole bunch of other things that they could save money on. But they just won't, they splurge in some aspects. And I'm not talking about where they, advertisement and stuff like that and marketing, you can't save money on that, especially during these times. But I told her that, and so I said to her, I find it horrible because I am at the reception and I hear so many people really panicking about losing their job. And I also told her that so many people are completely overtaxed with how much the workload has been increasing on people because people have already been let go. And so my boss seriously said that it is everybody's duty to stand up for themselves. And so if they don't want to stand up, it's their own fault. And I said, I can't believe you just said that. And I didn't even care. She could have said to me, you're fired, and I wouldn't have cared. Because I've not been sleeping well with it being so hot and not cooling off at night, or not much. And I said, I can't believe you just said that. We're all human beings, and so how can I be happy about, hey, I still got my job, when others are losing their jobs and they're really struggling to make ends meet now, all of a sudden, after decades with the company. And she said, well, there's got to be a point where everybody's for themselves. And I was just disgusted by that. And I felt myself just withdrawing within the meeting, and then I didn't say much more. But yeah, so that's the situation at my work. I find it horrific how that company is treating people, and I'm having increasing problems justifying that I still work there. But I won't have much time to think about that because for the next 3 weeks I'm going to be the only receptionist at that company because the other receptionist will be off for 3 weeks, a well-deserved vacation. She's going, she's having her vacation by an ocean, and she'll be able to, just enjoy life at the beach, and she has deserved it. But it's going to be rough on me. I'm going to have to work overtime hours, and I already made a deal with myself that I'm going to use some of the time that I have to spend there, the extra time, taking notes on how I would like to change my life to where maybe in the future I won't be working for this company anymore because I'm really disgusted, you guys. And when I talked to the other receptionists about it after the team meeting, so there was an announcement by local management, then there was a team meeting, and then I talked to the other receptionist, and she said, I don't understand you. There are so many companies that treat their employees worse. And I said, is that your point of reference? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. If we don't stand up, if we don't say anything like, look, maybe this is the way things could be handled. If we don't stand up, then things are just going to continue, you know. And I guess I was wrong, or in her eyes, I was wrong. She could not relate to what I was saying. And she also, I guess, partially agrees with the team leader that told us that maybe it's time for everybody just to fight or fend for themselves. And I find that disgusting. I'm not about that life. And how can I be happy when others are not? I mean, we're a society. And yeah. But that is what happened, and I don't have much more to say about that and about the weather. It's been nasty. I can't stand summer. I know I'm one of the few people on this planet that is much happier when it's cold and rainy and stormy, but that's the way it is. We can't all love the summer and sunlight. I mean, sunlight, to a certain degree, of course, I need it in order to survive, but yeah. Yeah, so there you have it. That is like an update from my neck of the woods. I'm appalled what some companies do, but at the same time, I used to work for Walmart and they're even worse. Everybody knows that. Target, the same thing. And 7-Eleven and stuff like that. Or hotel chains that I worked for while I was in the States. But yeah, I guess it's all about as long as people still work for these employers, they're going to continue what they're doing. And so maybe it might just be time for me to look for alternatives. But hey, we shall see. I'm going to keep you up to date. And I'm trying everything to stay cool. I'm drinking plenty of fluids. And I have my fan with me everywhere I go. People have already started asking me where I bought it. And I do have a USB fan with a clamp that I have here at my desk that you probably hear in the background. I hope it's not blowing on the microphone. But the one that I have is one that you can hold in your hand and just, hold in front of your face. And so a whole bunch of people are using them now. And what I will be doing from tomorrow on, because I forgot it today, I'm going to be bringing an umbrella, and I'm going to use it when the sun is shining too, because it's going to keep the sun from just hitting my head. It's going to hit the umbrella. And so I'm not the one that even invented this idea, that came up with this idea. But I'm pretty proud that I remembered it, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. Yours truly is going to be walking around in the summertime with an umbrella. And I'm not the only one. I've seen Asians do it, like Asian tourists. And so I won't be the first and not the last one to do that. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to go to bed. I got to get some sleep. I hope all of you are doing all right out there. Let me know what the weather is like where you are and what's going on with you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. And tschüssi. I completely forgot to say that last time. Tschüssi. Night night.